Hi everybody, welcome to the Messy Cook by Dale. Today we're going to be doing, thanks for hanging out with me first of all, I really appreciate it. Today we're going to be doing a recipe I saw online on Amy Roloff's Little Kitchen. Now Amy Roloff is a little person and I got to know her really well on her TLC series Little People Big World, and she has a little kitchen that she does a lot of great recipes, and I got this from her, so kudos to her. I'm going to put a link underneath in the comments to her YouTube channel. All right, so Amy Roloff's hash brown, egg, and sausage casserole. I'm in my PJs because it's early, because I'm making it for brunch. It's a great brunch recipe. So what I did was I took one red pepper, which I diced, and a third of a cup of onion. So it's about an onion, I guess, and a red pepper. And I took the long, sweet, twisty red peppers. That's what I'm using. And I fried it up with some garlic, and I just sort of let it get aromatic and get a little soft. So that's done already. I did that already. I also cooked up, how much is this now? A half a pound or so of your favorite breakfast sausage. What you want to do is, I couldn't find the sausage that didn't have the casing on it, like the links. So what I did is I took some link sausages, I cut the casing off with my trusty kitchen shears, and I discarded the casing, and then I fried it up in, didn't even have to use oil because there's oil and grease in the sausages themselves. I fried them up till they were golden and ready to go. So that's done. Okay, next thing I'm going to do are the potatoes. Now we have 4 to 6 Yukon Gold, or any kind of potato that you like, that I shredded. Now you can use your food processor to do this. It goes really quickly, or do it by hand. I did it by hand because frankly I didn't want to have Dan have to do all the cleanup for the food processor, so I did it by hand. So you peel the potatoes and then you grate them. While I was waiting to start this video, I put them into some ice cold water so they wouldn't go brown. So it's really important to do that. You want to store them like that until you're ready to use them. Otherwise they go brown. It doesn't affect the taste, but it sort of really affects the look. All right, so what I'm going to
drain them really well.
Oh yes, thank you. Yes, you have to drain them really well because Dan waited while they were draining. You have to drain them really well and then pat them dry. Okay, so that's really important. If you don't put them in the cold water bath, then you just fry them up. So now I've got a frying pan, and it has the oil already left from the sausages, so I don't have to add anything. So we're going to start that, get this going, and then I'm going to fry up the hash browns. Now you don't have, this is a step you don't have to do. I've made it before where I didn't fry up the hash browns, but I thought today I would, just to get them a little bit brown on it. So we're getting here. So it's going to be really quickly. It's going to happen quickly. Ooh, it looks like a lot of hash browns, but all right. So we're going to let that go. Now, there is a custard, an egg sauce, which goes inside of it as well. And while that is working, doing its thing, I'm going to start that. So what I do is in a bowl, and I take a what material is this? Rubber. A rubber trivet sort of thing, and I put my bowl on it so that when I'm whisking it, it doesn't go all over the place, whereas if I was doing this, it would. So that's a good trick. You can buy these at the dollar store for like 2 for $1 or something, whatever it is. All right, so let me just make sure these are working. Whoops. No doubt I'm going to make a mess. I'm not going to do them too much. Just get them going a little bit. All right, there we go. All right, so to this, we're going to have, how many eggs? 5 to 6 large eggs. These are mediums. No, these are large. So I'm going to put in 5 to start with. All right, so we have 3, 4, and 5. Maybe I'll put 6 because they look kind of small for medium. Okay, or for large. All right, there we go. That goes in there with the shell. No. All right, so give this a bit of a whiz. Like this. And we've got cream and milk. We've got a third of a cup of whole cream, like 35% cream. This is the Canadian milk producers. And milk. How much milk do we put in? Half a cup of milk. But that again may change. That's why I left it here, because I may have to put more in. So we'll give that, whoops, ooh. Made a mess. Okay, to this I'm going to add, let me check on this. Oh yeah, it's getting there. Okay. To this I'm going to add some paprika. Now Amy says hot paprika, didn't have hot paprika. I've got just plain ordinary paprika. So I'm going to put about, how much does she say? A teaspoon. So about a teaspoon of hot paprika. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some chili peppers. Just a bit. Just to add a little bit of heat there. Now about the sausage, you can use Italian sausage, and I have used that before. You can use the spicy, although in the morning I don't know how spicy you want it, but the plain or the mild Italian sausage will do just as well in this recipe. Okay, let's put some salt. The sausage does have salt in it, so you want to not salt too much. Good pepper, freshly grated pepper. Give that a mix up. Some fresh parsley that I chopped up, about a third of a cup or whatever. If you don't have the fresh stuff, you can use the dried, but use less. Okay, I think we're getting good here. Let's see how this is doing. Oh yeah, here we go. I mean, again, this is a step you don't have to do. Necessarily. Just sort of softens the potatoes a little bit. But again, you know, I'm going to turn it off. I'm not going to bother. I don't have the patience. We're hungry, right, Dan? Yeah. I want to get this going. By the way, you'll want to heat up your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. 375 Fahrenheit. Okay, I think I'm good to go. All right, so next we are going to take a casserole dish that I buttered. I like to butter it really well. Number one, you can use olive oil here too, or whatever kind of oil you like. But I like the butter because it adds a little bit of richness. Why not? Okay. Yeah, this is good enough. Whatever. Okay, let me add some salt and pepper to this too before we move on. Again, you can salt and pepper this at the table to taste. Okay, where's my, here it is. Get this going. Okay, so it starts with the hash browns. That goes into the bottom of the dish. Let me put this here so it's out of the way. Okay, so that goes in the bottom, like that. On top of that goes the veggies and the onion and the garlic. Just put that on top like this. I mean, it doesn't matter which step you do, just the potatoes on the bottom are important though. Okay, next, wipe my hands. Next will be the sausage. It already looks good, and Dan? Oh, yeah. It's gonna be a nice breakfast. Nice cup of coffee. It's a beautiful sunny day today.
Lots of leftovers.
Yeah, there will. And you know what? The last time we made this, I made a double recipe out of sheer habit, because I always made double recipes when the kids were growing up, and we had it for days. For days. But it was good the next day. It was so delicious. All right, there we have that. Yes, so that's it. Now goes the custard. Like this. Goes right on top. And I think I've got enough. Excellent.
That's all she wrote, eh?
That's all she wrote, and it works out perfectly. Doesn't this look like so inviting? Mamma mia. Okay, and what does it top it off with? Cheddar. Cheddar cheese. Everything's better with cheddar. I think there's a commercial that says that, but anyway.
Yeah, that's a slogan.
It's a slogan. Whoops, okay.
You have to pay for that.
Oh dear. Okay, well that's good. All right, so in goes the cheddar on top, and this is going to go into the oven. 375 degrees Fahrenheit. You can add more cheese if you want, but I think that's plenty. Okay, let me see how long it goes in for. For about 40-45 minutes, because there is a custard in here. Now, you want to check after about 40 minutes or so at 375 degrees Fahrenheit again. And if a knife goes in and comes out clean, it's like a quiche. If a knife goes in, comes out clean, it is ready. So about 40-45 minutes. All right, so we will see you back here with our cup of coffee and our Amy Roloff's hash brown egg and sausage casserole. All right, see you in a bit. Hi everybody, welcome back. Here you have it. 40 minutes later, I checked it with a knife and it came out clean. So this is Amy Roloff's hash brown egg and sausage casserole. So we're going to dig in. I let it sit there for about 3, 4, 5 minutes just because it was screaming hot when it came out, and I just wanted it to rest and get its bearings. Okay, a nice big scoop of this. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Whoops, made a mess. The hash browns are beautiful. Okay.
Close in on it.
Close in on it. Oh, it's so tasty. Okay, so I got my coffee. This starts the day. It's a beautiful day. We're going to go for a nice long walk with our trusty companion, Casey, who's looking around waiting for something to... Casey, come here. Casey. No. He's got a mind of his own. All right, so here you have it. Let me give it a try. It smells, oh, the apartment smells so good. Really good. Oh, that is really good. Please try this. You'll love it. And like I say, we are going to have leftovers for tomorrow. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. Be safe, be kind to yourself, be kind to others. If you like what you see, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and share. I'd really appreciate that. Look out for Amy's Little Kitchen. I put the link underneath. She does some great recipes, and it's and her TLC show, Little People, Big World. All right, nothing more to say except forget the mess. Enjoy your casserole. See you next time.